Some Texas schools may call slavery involuntary relocation. Austin, Texas. Public schools in Texas would describe slavery to second graders as involuntary relocation under new social studies standards proposed to the state's education board. I mean, Jesus fuck.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Jesus fuck. A group of 9 educators submitted the idea to the State Board of Education as part of Texas's efforts to develop new social studies curriculum. According to the Texas Tribune, the once-a-decade process updates what children learn in the state's nearly 8,900 public schools. The board is considering curriculum changes 1 year after Texas passed a law to eliminate topics from schools that make students feel discomfort. Feel discomfort. So if I'm a kid in Texas, am I allowed to say that any reference to God makes me feel discomfort and therefore we should get God out of the school? Every time the teacher says that we need to stand up for the pledge, am I allowed to say, oh, I'm a little uncomfortable, I'm an atheist, so? I don't really like the whole one nation under God thing. I feel discomfort. Can we stop? Can we ban that from the rest of the 8,899 schools? Just wondering. I'm just curious. So if anyone has any kids and anyone lives in Texas, ask them to say that they feel discomfort at any reference to God, because I'm sure that that's going to make headlines. Board member Aisha Davis, a Democrat who represents Dallas and Fort Worth, raised concerns during a June 15 meeting that the term wasn't a fair representation of the slave trade. The board sent the draft back for revision, urging the educator group to carefully examine the language used to describe events. Quote, I can't say what their intention was, but that's not going to be acceptable, Davis told the Texas Tribune on Thursday. I can say what their intention was. Their intention is to be racist motherfuckers, to brainwash a bunch of children into being racist motherfuckers. That's it. It's clear as day. Part of the proposed draft standards obtained by the Texas Tribune say students should compare journeys to America, including voluntary Irish immigration and involuntary relocation of African people during colonial times. Texas's public education system has become heavily politicized in recent years, with lawmakers passing legislation to dictate how race and slavery should be taught in schools, and conservative groups pouring large amounts of money into school board races. Texas drew attention for a similar situation in 2015 when a student noticed wording in a textbook that referred to slavers who were brought to America as workers. The book's publisher apologized and promised to increase the number of textbook reviewers it uses. Folks, this is, when we talk about the rise of fascism in this country, this is what we need to be focusing on. You know why? When Adolf Hitler gained power in Germany, he put a lot of money and resources into overhauling all of the education systems, creating classes of people called the Hitler Youth, completely rewriting the curriculum. Why? Because he knew, for the same reason that religious institutions love to brainwash their children with God bullshit. Bringing kids to church should be illegal, in my opinion. Bringing kids to any religious institution should be illegal, in my opinion. But they know that kids are extremely impressionable. And humans in general, oftentimes, the first thing someone hears or is taught or told, even if it's completely wrong, it's going to take more effort to convince someone out of that opinion. Like, let's say we have two opinions. We have the correct opinion the correct fact, I guess, and the wrong fact, if you tell someone the correct fact first, they'll be like, oh, okay. Chances are. If you tell someone an incorrect fact, and then a week later go tell them the corrected fact, they're going to be like, huh, wait, what? They're going to be more skeptical because it goes against what they've already learned. And they know kids are even more susceptible to this kind of brainwashing. This is literally Hitler Youth bullshit. That's what this is. Slavery, involuntary relocation? What the fuck does that even mean? Literally, what does that mean? It takes longer to say, it's more vague, and it doesn't mean anything. This is fucking garbage. Schools are the battleground for this current political dynamic going on in this country. That's it. Republicans are trying to control what kids are getting access to. Now, the big thing that kids nowadays, under Republican fascism, have access to is the internet. The Hitler Youth did not have the internet. So I think, and I hope, there's a bug on my desk. What the fuck? How the hell did that happen? Anyway, the Hitler Youth did not have access to the internet. But now, kids have access to the internet. So when they see something like involuntary relocation, they raise their hand, the teacher goes, and then they don't get an answer. They might look it up online and realize, oh shit, the school's lying to me. This is actually just slavery. So, I hope that the internet can be used as a weapon of truth and justice. But also, we have an internet where right-wing money creates all these fake websites that give out alternative facts in history. So who knows? Maybe they'll look something up on Google and they'll find a Breitbart article that, doubles down on this. And then maybe they'll be like, oh, okay, so I guess involuntary relocation it was then. Who knows? Hope for the best. Jesus Christ.